Or welcome back to Penny's 2 Cents. It's your girl Penny, and this is my awesome dad,
George?
Guys, I made a casserole for me and Dad. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I want it to be a little bit of a surprise. I want you to look at it real quick, okay? Take some guesses. What do you think it is, okay? I want you to watch the video on how I prepared this. And Dad and I will come back and I'll tell you what I'm going to name it, okay? And we're going to taste test it. We're going to see if it's any good or not. It's still a little warm. I was able to pick it up, but the bottom is still pretty warm, so we're kind of stalled a little bit too. So please watch that video on how I prepared this, and then we'll be back to taste test it. Okay, guys. Today, I'm making another casserole, okay? Like I said, it's easy for Dad to eat casseroles. And I'm changing it up a little bit, okay? My idea is to take one thing that Dad really likes, one item, food item that Dad really likes, and one food item that I really like, combine them into a casserole, okay? So I'm not even giving it a name right now because I want it to kind of be a surprise, come together. You know, type in what you think I should name it. I got a name, but I want it to be a surprise for you so you can see it come together, okay? So one of Dad's favorite things is Coney dogs, chili dogs, whatever you want to call it. That's the base of my casserole. I'll put it that way. That's the base of my casserole. So let's get this started. Let's see how this turns out. We'll let you know if it tastes any good or not. But, chili dogs, hot dog, chili dog sauce, whatever. Dad's favorite hot dog chili sauce is Castleberry hot dog chili sauce original. Okay, I got 2 cans of that. That is going in the bottom of my casserole dish. Okay, it's just me and Dad, so I'm doing an 8x8 casserole dish. I'm putting both cans in here. Okay, let's get them both in there. I do know, I can tell you, that the oven is preheated on 350 degrees, guys. 350 degrees. Since I've never made this before, I don't know how long I'm going. I have a general idea where I'm going to start checking it, but I don't know how long it's going to take for this. Should I get most of the sauce out of here? 2 whole cans. If you want to know about, let's see, couldn't even see it, 10 ounces. 10 ounces in each can, so it's a total of 20 ounces. So if you're kind of wanting to do this recipe in an 8x8, then you can kind of know about how much sauce you really want. Okay, I feel like that's cleaned up pretty good. Let's set those over there. It puts a pretty good layer of sauce in the bottom here. Now I have these, I've had these in the fridge for a bit. Beef Little Smokies. I have 2 packs here, but I'm going to open up one, see if I want to use 2 packs. But Beef Little Smokies by Hillshire Farm. Let's get them open. I know I want to put one whole pack in. But do I want to put 2? I don't know. I've never made this before. I'm not following a recipe. I just had some of these things and I'm like, let's be a little creative today, okay? That's what I decided to do. So one little pack is how many ounces? 12 ounces, okay? I'm going to put these in here, the whole little pack, and see how much it looks, you know what I mean? Like for the sauce and the amount and... I think 1 pack's probably enough. I don't know. I still feel like it's... I might not use the whole pack, guys. 1 pack probably is enough. Don't you hate it when you're wanting to do something, but then you're like, I don't know if I need 2 of those, 1 of those, whatever. So I might use this whole bag. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, guys, I'm using like a bag and a half, okay? A bag and a half. That's what's going in here. I feel like that's more than enough. might have overshot my casserole dish by the time I get everything in here. We'll find out. Okay, I'm just kind of making sure they're all covered in that chili sauce. Kind of flattening them down a little bit here. Okay. Now, next step. I am going to go mustard. You know Dad loves his yellow mustard on his Coney dogs. I feel like this needs it, okay? So, I am putting mustard on this thing. How much? I don't know. I'll show you. I don't know. He loves his mustard, so I want to make sure that it's got a layer, okay? That's how much I did, guys. Mustard, okay? And we love our onions, guys. I cut up a couple small onions. I don't know how much I'm going to use here. We'll find out. I want a good layer of onions. We love our raw onions. If you can't eat onions, don't put onions in, okay? It's whatever. That's what cooking's about. You make stuff for your family or for just yourself of stuff you like. There's some things that you like but you can't eat. There's some things that really bug you if you eat it, like you get heartburn and stuff. So you gotta kind of tweak some recipe ideas. You gotta tweak it around for you. You know, that's just it. Okay? So I got my onions in there. I only had like a little bit of sharp cheddar cheese. And I have this little remnants of some Parmesan, grated Parmesan. I'm going to get rid of this grated Parmesan. It's just it's powdery Parmesan. But I'm going to use this. I want to use it up. I hate stuff that's sitting in the refrigerator and that little bit, you know, what are you going to use it for? So we don't plan on having any lasagna or spaghetti or anything, so I thought it was a good time to use it up. I might have overshot this thing. I don't know if I can fit all this in here. Cheese, sharp cheddar cheese. I want a good little layer of that, not super thick. Dad likes his cheese, but he doesn't like, you know, like super thick. I'm going to go, you saw, a couple big little handfuls. Big little handfuls? My hand isn't that big. So, big little handfuls. I don't know. I'm making stuff up now. Okay, that's Dad's part of this casserole. Now, I don't know how my stuff's going to fit on top, but we're going to see what we can do, okay? Might be one of those things where I got to make sure I put a cookie sheet underneath it to make sure it doesn't drip out. Now, one of my favorite things is corn pudding. That is what I'm putting on top of that. I'm thinking it's going to bring like a chili dog, corn dog vibe. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the sweetness from the corn pudding, the saltiness from the hot dogs, and the Coney sauce. I think it's going to go together. What do you think? Let me know right now in the video. What do you think? Do you think it's going to go together? You think I'm crazy? Have you ever tried something like this before? Let me know. So I got 1 pack of Jiffy muffin mix. I always keep some of these in the cabinet because it could be used for a lot of things, guys, if you get creative with it, okay? So you need 1 pack of that, 1 box. Set all that stuff over there so I have room. You need 1 egg. One egg. Get me another napkin here. Oh, where's my napkin? What I like to do, it's just my preference. I like to kind of like make sure I get this egg kind of scrambled up a little bit. Okay, this is my preference. Okay, one stick of butter. That's a half a cup of butter, melted. That's going in. 1 stick, half a cup. It's the same thing. 1 whole stick of butter. Well, that's if you get the full sticks. Okay, so a half a cup of butter, melted. And that's going in there. 1 cup of sour cream. Now I'm not measuring this, guys. I'm not measuring it. Let's see. Yeah, So, yeah. Oh, dribble, dribble. I'm wearing it too, okay? I'm not measuring it. I'm gonna go what I think is about a cup. Maybe a little over, but this just makes it nice and tangy and creamy, and that's all that really does. Okay? There's about a cup of that. And then you need 1 can of cream style corn. 1 can. This is a 14.75, okay? 1 can. And then you need 1 can of whole kernel sweet corn, whole kernel corn, drained. Make sure you drain the whole kernel corn. You don't want all that water. Get all this mixed in here. Let me double check, make sure I got everything. Yes, I do. Let's give this thing a stir. Get this all incorporated. Really good stir. Okay, it's going to be pretty gloopy, okay? But it will set up. The egg will help bind it. The cornmeal will start to bake and bind it. Okay, there's the thing. I don't think all this is going to go in here. But we are going to cover the top of this. We'll see how much of it we use. If I have leftover, I'll put my leftovers in, if I have leftover of this corn pudding, I'll put it in a ramekin in the oven with this, and it can cook, and I can just have corn pudding on the side. No big deal. It's not wasting. I'll eat it. So I want to make sure it's all in the corners. I think this is going to be absolutely delicious, guys. I really, really do. I really, really hope so. And I hope Dad really likes it. It'll be a new one to add to our... Now, I do have some left, guys. I am going to fill up some ramekins and bake those off. But I filled this up to the very tippy top, okay? So I'm going to put a cookie sheet underneath this in the oven. Now, knowing how long corn pudding takes to bake, it usually, on 350, it usually takes about 45 minutes to an hour, because you want it to get nice and bubbly and brown, and you want it to be kind of cooked through, right? It's going to be a little jiggly. It's not going to be like cornbread, okay? It's going to be a little jiggly, a little loose, but shouldn't be runny loose, right? So anyway, at about the 45-minute mark, I'm going to check it. You know, if I have to, I'll stick a knife or something in the middle here, like a butter knife or something. If it comes out really goopy, then I'm going to leave it in, okay? But that's when I'll let you know about how long for sure it'll go, but that's my general starting, 45 minutes. And then I think it's going to take more like an hour, okay? So let me get this in the oven, get it all baked off, and Dad and I will be back to taste test it, tell you what we like or don't like about it, tell you if you should try it at home, or what would we change to make it better, you know, those kinds of things. So anyway, please stay right here. Okay, guys, that's what I did, okay? I'm going to call it the Coney Dog Corn Pudding Casserole. If you guys got a better name for it, I don't know. I thought about calling it the G and P because it's one of Dad's favorite items and one of my favorite items combined together in a casserole. I thought about calling it that, but actuality is a Coney Dog corn pudding casserole, okay? I want to let you know that I didn't know about how long the time is. It took at least an hour, guys. It took at least an hour. I might even went over a few minutes. I wanted it to have some browning, which I broiled it a little bit too, but I wanted that center to be, I didn't want it to be too runny, okay? So it took an hour. So let's get this served up. I told Dad what was in it. Are you kind of excited about it being a Coney dog?
Yeah.
And I told Dad everything I put in. He goes, he said, where'd you hear that from? I said, I just had the stuff, and I'm like, I wanted to try something, like combine something that, you know, Dad and I both like. And we had, like, I forget what that one thing, that Frito pie thing. And we enjoyed it. So I thought, why not combine Dad's stuff with my stuff, and we'll see, okay? So anyway, I had some leftover onions. I'm going to do just a little sprinkle of onions. We love our onions, guys. Now, this is pretty warm, Daddy.
Yeah, okay.
I will get you more if you want more, okay? But just kind of be careful when you go to eat it. Don't go too gusto. So let me know, guys. And this time in the video, before you go any further, do you think we're going to really like this? You know, do you think you might try it before we even say, you know, if it's good or not? Yeah, definitely go an hour, guys. I'm glad I went the amount of time that I went. I know it's pretty warm, isn't it? Pretty warm still? Oh my. I put mustard in there, and you can kind of taste it, can't you, Dad?
Yeah.
You can kind of taste the mustard. Not super strong, but you can taste the hint of it. Oh, hot dog. Okay. I'm gonna have these all over the place. I already got it all over my hand. Man, what do you think so far, Dad?
These hot dogs.
Do what?
I don't taste these hot dogs.
No, I don't know if you're getting. I should have maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe I could have cut them up, guys. I didn't want to cut them too small and stuff like that because I didn't want them to like dry out. But there's a hot dog. I just left them as the little hot dogs that they come in.
Mm-hmm.
I'll help. I'll help. I'll try to get you some bites with the hot dog because I know you weren't getting the hot dog. Let me get one bite here. You want a drink? You don't got a hold of it, Daddy. There you do. over here on the table. There you go. What are you thinking so far?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Oh, well, I'm trying to hurry up in between my bites. Yeah, I think maybe next time, well, we'll see if Dad would want this the next time. I'm not sure if he will or not. But I think maybe it would be a little easier, a little better if I took the hot dogs, the little smokies, and cut them in half. And guys, my leftover corn pudding that I couldn't fit in my casserole, I just left my oven on 350 or whatever after I pulled this, and I put the rest of that corn pudding in those little souffle, what are they called, ramekins? I filled up like 3 of them, so I'll have like little, I'll probably have one of those tonight. So is it better than just okay, or how do you feel about it? It's just okay?
It's better than okay.
Okay. I love these little smokies, but guys, you could use, if you have a pack of hot dogs, cut up some hot dogs, right? You can use any little thing. I even think, even like if you had kielbasa, cut it up and put it in here. I think it would be good even in the chili, the Coney sauce. What are you trying to do, Dad? What are you trying to do?
I tried to pull that away from me.
Yeah, but it has your bowl on it. I'm looking for a hot dog here. Got one. Fishing out some more hot dogs for them. Where's my timer? Are you getting full, or what's your, you want like?
It's better than with the wiener.
Oh yeah, the hot dogs, yeah. I'm just trying to judge how full you are. You want like a couple more bites, you think, or how full?
No.
You think you're done right now, or what do you want to do? You gotta let me know.
I need to go about
I've been. Do you want a few more bites?
No.
No? I don't know. Are you full?
Yeah.
You are? You're positive that you're full?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll let you get all chewed up and we'll talk about it then, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you feel about it?
You give me another bite.
Give you another bite? Okay, let me hunt you out a hot dog. Give me another bite. I want another hot dog or two. Got a good one.
Yeah, I eat the most of that.
You want to do one more bite?
Yeah.
Okay, let me put this in here. I'm searching out the smoky, so you have a smoky every bite. Oh, hold on a minute. Try not to do too much, but. Wow, okay. I gotta slow down. Are you full now?
Yep.
Okay. It's okay. Mmm. Now I got some questions for you.
Okay.
Okay. How do you feel about it?
This was different.
Different? Okay. If I wanted to make it again, would you eat it with
I
me?
was good again.
You would eat it again?
The meat, to eat the wiener with and the onion was extra.
Yeah, I think that, the onions added extra to it.
Yeah.
I think if I did make it again, though, I would cut those little hot dog things, I would cut them in half so they're a
Yeah.
little bit smaller in pieces so it'd be easier to spoon.
Yeah.
But as far as flavor-wise, you like the onion? Did you taste a little bit of mustard, too? The little tanginess of the mustard?
Yes, I did.
I did, too. And it was kind of like the perfect amount. It was just enough to know it's there, but it's not overpowering it. Now, that cornbread stuff on the top, that corn pudding on top, how'd you feel? It kind of mixes in, but there's a little sweetness of the cornbread.
It mixed in together.
Mm-hmm.
It tasted all right.
Mm-hmm.
The chili,
That's
the
your,
canned chili.
Mhm. That's your Coney dog sauce, the Castleberry.
Yeah, it stands out.
Mm-hmm.
It stands out to me.
Mm-hmm. So you would help me eat this again if I made it again, huh?
Oh yeah,
Okay. That's good to hear. What score out of 10 would you give this one, Dad?
it is 10.
This one's a perfect 10 for you?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were a little iffy on it, but
No, it was a taste.
A good taste?
And
you're not used to it.
that's exactly right.
Yeah, you're not used to it, but it has a good taste though after you get going on it. Yeah. Okay, guys. Like I said, Coney dogs are Dad's thing. Okay. Whenever we have Coney dogs, the last time I made him a Coney dog, please go back and watch that video. I think it was a Dad's Choice video. I made Coney dogs for Dad, and I made me like a chili cheese burrito, and I really enjoyed my chili cheese burrito. Because I like Coney dogs, but they're not high on my list. You know what I mean? I always try to find other ways, and I think this is the perfect way for me to like or really love like Dad's Coney dog
Yeah.
flavor stuff.
She don't like the buns.
Yeah, I think a lot of
The
times
breading.
it just depends sometimes. I guess it depends what mood I'm in. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm like, oh, I really want a hot dog.
She feels
And I
fills
do fill up with
better.
with a bun. I do. But sometimes I really do want a hot dog. But
Right.
sometimes I don't. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like iffy. And I can take it or leave it sometimes. Now, this way, I really enjoy this. I agree with Dad. I think this is a perfect 10, guys. Get your favorite Coney sauce or make your own homemade Coney sauce. Get your favorite hot dog or those little smokies. Try this out, guys. If you want more cheese, put more cheese in, right? If you want more mustard, put more mustard in. You guys saw how much mustard I put on there? I think that was the perfect amount. You could taste a little tang of the mustard, but it's not overpowering. I like the fresh onions, or I put quite a bit of onions in there, plus I sprinkled a little couple on top, right?
Sprinkle and more onion on it.
Yeah, it is absolutely,
It is tops
it's
it off.
delicious.
It tops it off. It is a good bite, a good nourishing meal.
What's doing it for me is Dad's Castleberry chili sauce isn't sweet. It's got it's like a tomatoey, meaty,
Right?
meat sauce,
Everything,
right?
I think we got everything I like.
so it's a really savory Coney sauce. It's not a sweet Coney sauce, and it's not like a hot, spicy Coney sauce. It's like just a really savory, meaty, tomatoey Coney sauce. Anyway, that savory flavor of that, the salty hot dogs too, and then you put that little bit of that sweet corn pudding on top. I'm also getting the tang from that mustard. Those like fluctuations of flavors, like the sweet, the salty, the tangy, the savory, all those things kind of coming together. I mean, I say
I tell you what, this is a good meal.
yeah.
It's a good meal.
I say try it out. If you have, hold on 1 minute. Try that casserole out, guys. If you have a few people in your family that love Coney dogs, they could have Coney dogs whenever, like Dad. And you have that one or two in your family like, I can take it or leave Coney dogs, like me. I say try this out. I think this might convert that person that's saying like I can take it or leave it. I think this might convert that person to say, oh, if I'm gonna have a Coney dog situation, I'd rather have it this way. Okay,
Right.
that's what I'm saying. This thing is delicious. Please try this one out. If any little bit of this casserole sounds good to you, try it out.
It makes a meal.
Mm-hmm.
It makes a meal. I eat a hot dog and with it,
Mm-hmm.
and it made my mouth water.
Yeah, it is. It's really good, guys. There's so many things that you can customize with this too, right? The amount that I made, you saw I used one box of Jiffy Mix. You could probably use a 9x13. That way it wouldn't be so like about to bubble over the top. You could probably make that amount and it'll all fit in that 9x13. But like I said, there's so many ways to customize this. You could get your own hot dogs that you love, right? Get the hot dogs you love. Turkey hot dogs, beef hot dogs, Oscar Mayer, Ballpark, whatever. Or get those little smokies like Hillshire Farms. I think Eckrich puts out some little smoky little hot dogs. These were beef little smokies. Get your favorite hot dog. Cut them up and put them in there, okay? Same way with the cheese. If you want cheese, don't want cheese, do you? Whatever cheeses you guys is like, as much or as little as you want, or no cheese, right? Same way with the onion. As much or as little as you want, or none. This is so customizable for what you can do with it. Like, add your favorites.
I'll tell you what, you won't go wrong with the casserole.
Yeah, I'm calling it the Coney dog corn pudding casserole. Okay, if you want to shorten it up, then call it the G&P, the George and Penny casserole, because I think this is is number one on my list. We've done a lot of really good casseroles. I ain't gonna lie. But just one off the top of my head, I thought, this sounds good. This one's going to stand out for a while for me.
I love the taste of the casserole.
Yeah, That's really good. Try it out.
The wiener and everything.
Well, I think we better let these guys go, Dad. I think they're tired of
Honey
listening.
mustard. And,
Oh, just the mustard. It was just plain mustard.
okay.
It was just plain mustard. But anyway, I think we gotta let these guys go. We're going over pretty long.
Oh, okay.
Okay, guys. We hope you all have a great lunch, a great dinner, or a great late night snack. But most of all, guys, we hope you have a great day.
A great day and a better tomorrow. And God bless you all.
Yes, guys. God bless. Come back tomorrow. See what we're eating. See what we're reviewing. See if we like it or not. Until tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.